Type. Well, while he types, I'm going to talk. Hello, everyone out here who decided to show up randomly on a Wednesday night when we have nothing better to do. I had a crazy idea, and I hit it with Tom this afternoon, and Tom, being the crazy guy he is, he's like, yeah, let's do that. And what we're going to do is we're going to play, it's called Fighting Fantasy. This is the Warlock of Firetop Mountain. If you're unfamiliar with this kind of book, it is basically a choose-your-own adventure, but it actually has rules for kind of how it works. There's a character sheet, there's dice rolling involved. You know, it's practically a tabletop RPG, and it's really meant to be experienced alone, but I don't like sitting around reading books alone by myself. So I was like, Tom, let me read this book to you, and then I won't be so alone. So that is why we decided to perform this action with you, the viewers, and myself reading to Tom. So we have one book, we have two fools.
Okay.
We're fighting fantasy, the Warlock of Firetop Mountain.
Okay, I posted.
He posted, and so now people.
I didn't tag you, but it's on Discord.
They're gonna flood in. I just feel it.
All
right. So if you're joining us, we are about to start playing Fighting Fantasy, the Warlock of Firetop Mountain. Tom has never played a fighting fantasy game before, and so
but I know what they are.
Yeah, he knows what they are. I'm not saying that he's stupid.
I'm not stupid.
But what I'm going to do is we're going to go through character creation and all the rules and everything all at once, because we didn't really plan ahead for this. So what we're going to be doing, Tom, is you're going to first get your initial skills. You're going to get your skill, your stamina, and your luck. You'll see I've made you a little character sheet here for your.
Yeah, I see that.
So what you need to do is you need to roll one die. Can you use the 3D dice? Are you allowed to do those?
Yeah, I could use 3D dice.
Yeah.
I think. Let's see. What like when you say die though? You didn't tell me what
D6,
size.
Sorry, it's 2 D6s is what you'll need for the whole game.
Oh, do I have to like turn on? Does
I don't remember
dice
how to
options
turn on
enable 3D dice? Here we go. 2D6.
Well, you're gonna start by rolling 1 D6.
Did it show up? I have to roll 2, but I'll take that 6 right there.
Did not.
Did not show up?
Where did you see the dice options? Here they are. Enable 3D. Did you check automatically roll 3D dice? There you go, baby.
Yeah.
That's more like it. Okay.
Okay. So how many do I roll?
All right. You're gonna roll. Starting out, you're gonna roll 1.
Let's see what it does.
5. Nice.
Oh yeah.
So
then what do I just read 5?
That is gonna go into your skill box. That's one away from the best skill that you could possibly get in this game, Tom. So you're already.
I got 5 in there.
Next, you're gonna roll 2 dice and add 12 to that number.
Oh,
that's pretty solid.
All right, so that's a 21.
All right, so go ahead and add 21 into your stamina. That is your health, basically. So far, you're rocking it. And then finally, your luck. You are going to roll 1 die, add 6 to this number, and put that in your luck box. Ooh, nice. Also, I forgot to mention this. It says for your skill, you also add 6 to it. So you also have an 11 in your skill.
Oh,
so you're almost
nice.
max stats on everything. Like, should we even bother playing? Like, you probably would win, right?
Maybe. I don't know, man. It's been a while since I've booted up the old Roll20. Yeah. So maybe it's just itching to go.
So, yeah, your stamina is going to be like your strength. Your skill is your swordsmanship and fighting expertise, and your luck is how lucky you are. For battles, I'll explain those rules when we get there. Hey, Joseph Weistefeld. Thanks for hopping in. If you want to escape from a battle, you can only do that if the text tells you you're allowed to run away.
Can't I just, like, go back in the book to, like...
No, that's cheating, Tom. We're not cheating on the stream, though people will see. Okay. And then other times you'll be allowed to test your luck, and what you need to do is roll under your skill value to test your luck. Or roll under your luck value. You can also use it in battles, and we'll go over that when we get there. You can also have chances to restore your skill luck and stamina, but you can never go over this amount. Okay? So remember these numbers unless something lets it go up. Okay?
Okay.
Then
I won't remember them.
Well,
They're written down though for me.
Well, maybe you should write them again to the side to know your maximum.
Oh, this is my maximum.
Yeah, because it'll go down and up like health and pulls and stuff for D&D. That's true. He did become OP straight out of the gate.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Okay.
Next, your provisions. Right there, you should have 10 meals. So you can write 10 or you can do 10 tally marks, whatever you want to do. I don't care. And you will have chances to eat provisions. When you eat a meal, you will add 4 points to your stamina score and deduct 1 from your provisions.
Okay.
Yada, yada, yada. Luck. You'll find additions to luck as you go on. And then finally, equipment and potions. So, you're going to start your adventure with a sword, leather armor, a shield, and a backpack containing your provisions. You're going to find a lot more items as the adventure unfolds. You may also...
So let's see here.
Oh, sorry.
All right, I got to write this down. I have a sword.
That's right, a sword. A sword, if you will.
Why did... Oh, all right, sword. What else do I got?
You have a shield.
Okay.
Leather
Shield.
armor.
All right.
And a backpack. It's very important.
Okay.
And then you get to choose one of the following. Okay, you start with one magic item. You can choose a potion of skill that will restore skill points that you lose. A potion of strength that restores stamina points that you lose. And a potion of fortune that restores luck points and adds 1 to your initial luck.
Oh! All right, I'm going to go with... I don't know what exactly luck and skill are going to be used for, but I'm going to go with potion of skill.
Potion of skill to restore skill points. These potions may be taken at any time during the adventure. Taking a measure of potion will restore skill, stamina, or luck to their initial level. The potion of fortune will increase that. We're skipping that one. Okay. Here we go. We're ready to just start. Are you ready to just start?
Good, I'm ready.
I hope you're ready.
Let's go.
All right. Only a foolhardy adventurer would embark upon such a perilous quest without first finding out as much as possible about the mountain and its treasures. Before your arrival at the foot of Firetop Mountain, you spent several days with the townsfolk of a local village, some 2 days' journey from the base. Being a likable sort of person, that's debatable, you found it easy to get on with the local peasants. Although they told many stories about the mysterious Warlock sanctuary, you could not feel sure that all, or indeed any of these, were based on fact. The villagers had seen many adventurers pass through this way to the mountain, but very few ever returned. The journey ahead was extremely dangerous, that you knew for certain. Of those who returned to the village, none contemplated going back to Firetop Mountain. There seemed to be some truth in the rumor that the Warlock's treasure was stored in a magnificent chest with 2 locks, and the keys to these locks were guarded by various creatures within the dungeons. The Warlock himself as a sorcerer of great power. Some described him as old, others as young. Some said his power came from an enchanted deck of cards, others from the silky black gloves that he wore. The entrance...
Whoa!
Yeah, these are all hints and clues that you're getting right here.
I'm not writing... like I said, I'm not writing anything down. I'm listening.
Okay, good. I want you to absorb.
Okay, I'm absorbing.
The entrance...
Because if I was actually reading the book, I would have that book in front of me. I could see this list of stuff.
That's true, I guess. But then if you went back and looked at it, that would be cheating, wouldn't it?
Okay.
The entrance to the mountain was guarded by a pack of warty-faced goblins. Oh, thank you. Weistefeld is going to keep track of the things that you need to remember in the chat. So.
Oh, dude, I'm about to open up the YouTube chat. Let's go.
Worry, he noted it down.
Okay, cool.
Towards the inner chambers, the creatures became more fearsome. To reach the inner chambers, you would have to cross a river. The ferry service was regular, but the ferryman enjoyed a good barter, so you should save a gold piece for the trip. The locals also encouraged you to keep a good map of your wanderings, for without a map, you would end up hopelessly lost within the mountain. When it came to your day of leaving, the whole village turned out to wish you a safe journey. Tears came to the eyes of many women, young and old alike. You couldn't help wondering whether they were tears of sorrow shed by eyes which would never see you alive again. The whole town came out, and all the ladies were swooning over Finnegan the Foolhardy. I see you've named yourself.
Yeah, because at the very beginning, you said only a fool would go to the, as you say, the foot top of Firetop Mountain.
Yes, that is true. Here is, Tom, if you want to see, this is the picture that shows you the beginning. I'm going to try to be showing pictures as we go.
Okay, got it.
All right. At last, your 2-day hike is over. You unsheath your sword, lay it on the ground, and sigh with relief as you lower yourself down onto the mossy rocks to sit for a moment's rest. You stretch, rub your eyes, and finally look up at Firetop Mountain. The very mountain itself looks menacing. The steep face in front of you looks like it had been savaged by the claws of some gargantuan beast. Rocky crags jut out at unnatural angles. At the top of the mountain, you can see the eerie red coloring, probably some strange vegetation which has given the mountain its name. Perhaps no one will ever know what grows up there, as climbing the peak must surely be impossible. Your quest lies ahead of you. Across the clearing is a dark cave entrance. You pick up your sword and get your feet, and consider what dangers may lie ahead of you. But with determination, you thrust your sword home into its scabbard and approach the cave. You peer into the gloom to see dark, slimy walls with pools of water on the stone floor in front of you. The air is cold and dank. You light your lantern and step warily into the blackness. Cobwebs brush your face, and you can hear the scurrying of tiny feet. Rats, most likely.
Whoa. Oh, okay, never mind. I was going to ask. I was very good. Like, who? Tiny feet.
Yes, tiny feet.
It's like a Tom Thumb and Thumbelina kind of situation.
You set off into the cave. After a few yards, you arrive at a junction. Will you turn west or east? So to start out,
hold on.
You could just draw like a hallway.
Here we go.
And then a
So
left and a right. North is up top.
Okay, so north is up top.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
I've got this, like, I can go this way. Oh, dude, like, I'm gonna do like this sick map over here, like that.
Okay.
That good?
That's good.
Am I too far up? I should be right there. That's good.
That we'll see.
We'll see how it goes.
It'll be like when you start writing a sentence and then you have to start writing downwards on the page.
Okay. Left or right? Okay.
Yeah, left or right, west or east.
All right. Odds are I'm going left.
You're gonna odds and evens all the choices in this book.
63. I'm just gonna roll D100s for all my choices.
Right, are you going west or east?
I'm gonna go west.
All right, or as we say, west.
Oh, nice.
West will understand that.
I'm gonna go west. Actually, what I would do in the situation is I would pick up some sand and I would see which way the wind is blowing. Is that an option that I can select?
I'm gonna boost my volume a little bit there, Andy, and you tell me how that sounds.
I'm going west.
All right, you're going west. There is a right-hand turn to the north in the passage. Cautiously, you approach a sentry post on the corner, and as you look in, you can see a strange goblin-like creature in leather armor asleep at his post. You try to tiptoe past him. Test your luck.
And everything's a D6.
Well, yeah, so you're going to roll 2d6, and you have to roll under your 11 to pass. You did it. If you're lucky, he does not wake up and remains snoring loudly. Turn to 301. So now we rush over to 301.
But this book is 301 pages?
No, it's not 301 pages. The section is like this. So like each one has their own thing. All right. To your left, on the west face of the passage, there is a rough-cut wooden door. You listen at the door and can hear a rasping sound, which may be some sort of creature snoring. Do you want to open the door, or do you wish to press on northwards?
The left, there's a door.
Yeah, so in the left of that room, there is a door. You can pass it and keep going north, or you can open it.
I hear something. I'm gonna open that door.
You're gonna open it. Okay, so we're going to 82 to open the door. I always get so nervous when I do this with people, because I've done this with other people before. And I'm always like, if I do the wrong thing and I lose where I was, then we're screwed, because there's no way to find your way back unless you start at the beginning and make all the same choices.
So I'm saying you gotta have thumbs. You gotta put your thumbs in there.
The door opens to reveal a small, smelly room, in which the center of the room is a rickety wooden table, on which stands a lit candle. Underneath the table is a small wooden box. Asleep on a straw mattress in the far corner of the room is a short, stocky creature with an ugly, warty face, the same sort of creature that you found asleep at the sentry post. He must be the guard for the night watch. You may either return to the corridor and press northwards, or creep into the room and try to take the box without waking the creature. If you want to steal the box, test your luck, or you can turn northwards. What you want to do?
Remember, I gotta get some gold coins for that ferryman on the way back, so I'm gonna go ahead and test.
Okay, and remember, there's now a room here where that line is, so you can draw just a box for the room, or a cave, whatever.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, 3, 4, 5, that's under 11, so that means you pass. You are lucky. He does not wake up. Turn to 147.
Nice.
This is going well so far.
Okay,
but when it goes bad, it happens very fast. You leave the room and open the box in the passage. Inside, you find a single piece of gold and a small mouse, which must have been the creature's pet. You keep the coin and release the mouse, which scurries off down the passage. Gain 2 luck points and turn to 208. Now,
okay, hold on. What is a...
What?
So a luck point.
Hold on, let me double check, because I don't think you can go... Yeah, you cannot exceed your initial value. So whenever you fail a luck challenge, you lose a point of luck. And so...
but my luck is so high, so I'm never going to fail.
Oh, no, you will. Trust me. You will fail.
But I would have to roll a 12.
There are things that will just happen that makes you lose things randomly. Like somebody will cast a spell at you, a spell of unluckiness, and then boom, you're unlucky now. Just wait. Trust me, it gets hard.
Okay, all right, that's fair. Let's go. Because right now I feel like I'm just kind of just going.
Yeah, you are
kind of easy right now.
There's so much to do. All right,
so I go out. I want to go up the.
All right, so now you're going further up the passage, north again.
Straight.
And along the west wall, you see another door. You listen at it, but hear nothing. If you want to try opening the door, turn to 397. If you want to continue northwards, go to 363.
Oh, hold on. So I went north.
Yeah, so basically, slightly more north, there's another door to the left.
Another door to the left, and then what else?
You can either go through the door, or you can keep going north.
I'm gonna just go through I'm gonna keep going north. I'm gonna ignore the door.
All right, you should probably draw a door there, so that way you know it's there, and maybe put a question mark.
Yeah.
To remember.
Here's my door.
All right, and so you are continuing northwards to 363.
Continuing northward. I keep on getting a different pen color for the map, so we'll see.
363. Further up the passage, on the west wall, you see another similar door. You listen at the door and grimace to hear the worst singing you have ever heard in your life. Do you want to go into the room to investigate this hideous din, or walk on up the passageway?
Oh, we're going to keep going.
All right. So
that person, whoever that is, they're good. Like, they don't need my help.
Now, keep in mind, Tom, if you don't find all the keys, you could get to the end of this dungeon and still lose. Because
there's keys?
Yeah. Did you not listen to the intro?
No, I was too busy coming up with a cool name. All right, so I'm going to go back. I remember the keys. I'm walking through and I'm like, there's keys. Forgot about the keys. That means I'm gonna have to go through every door. All right.
Well,
Let's
not
open
every
the door.
You could just get lucky and happen upon the right keys. All right, so you
All
have
right, we're
missed
going
that
through the
first
singing door.
Yeah, the singing door. Now I got to
Okay.
figure out. This is where it's bad because you my thumb only gets me to the page, doesn't get me to the chunk.
Oh.
Weesley's telling you to remember the notes. You gotta do the notes, my guy. All right,
I'm
investigate
doing
the
some
hideous
stuff.
den. 370. Here we go.
370.
The door opens to reveal a small room. The room is dirty and unkempt. A straw mattress lies in one corner. In the center of the room is a wooden table upon which a candle burns, lighting the room with its flickering flame. A small box rests under the table. Seated around the table are two small creatures with warty skin, dressed in leather armor. Here they are, right here. You can see them. Aren't they so beautiful?
Oh, dude, I could take them.
In leather armor. They are drinking some sort of grog, and by the way they stagger to their feet on your arrival, you assume they are very drunk. You can either draw your sword and leap forward at them, or slam the door quickly and run on up the passage.
I want what's in that box, so I'm gonna draw my sword.
All right, drawing our sword, we're going to 116.
I do like that there's no choice for like a diplomatic solution. It's just like you can leave or you can do a murder.
All right. The two drunken orcs you now face are obviously startled at your entrance.
Whoa. Those pictures looked like goblins, not
I know.
orcs.
It's crazy.
Okay.
And as quickly as they are able, they fumble around for the weapons. You must attack each one in turn. Their drunkenness allows you to add 1 point to your dice roll when rolling to work out your attack strength during each round. Okay, so we got our first combat. Here's how it works really quickly. So every monster has its own stamina score and skill score. You're going to roll two. I will roll 2 dice for the creature and add its skill score, and that will equal its attack strength. Then you'll roll 2 dice for yourself, add your current skill, and that's your attack strength. Whoever is higher wounds the other person. If they're tied, then nothing happens. The wounded creature takes 2 points of damage, or you will take 2 points of damage, one or the other. And then you'll make those changes to your stamina. You can choose to do luck. And what you'll do is you'll roll 2 dice. If you roll less than or equal to your current luck score, you have been lucky or unlucky. And so what you can do is if you're lucky, you can take away 2 extra points from the creature. And also, if you're unlucky, you have to restore a point to the stamina. Instead of scoring the normal points of damage, you only do 1. And that's on attacks if you want to test your luck to try and kill him faster, or if you want to minimize damage, you can roll your luck. If you're lucky, you will only take 1 point of damage instead of 2, but if you're unlucky, you'll take 3 points of damage. So,
Whoa.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. So here we go.
You roll your dice first.
2d6. 4, 5, 10 is what the first orc rolled.
Okay, so then I now have to roll my 2d6.
And you add your skill.
Okay, so I beat you.
Correct. All right.
So
And then
I
you're
have
gonna
a 17.
You're going to do 2 damage to the first orc. All right. Then he's going to roll again for his attack. He only rolled 3. You're going to win again. Boom, that one's dead. Okay? Next one, second orc. You're also going to win that one, right? Automatically.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And then he is going to go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you have to roll this time. You can roll 2
man.
dice. 2 ones. All right. Yep. All right. And then he's got one more attack in him. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So yeah, you're gonna get him. Boom. You've killed both. All right. And you took no damage doing it. Great job. This is only the first battle in the whole dungeon. Trust me, it gets harder.
Okay.
I promise you, it gets harder.
I believe you.
If you win the battle, turn to 378. Here we go.
If it's not a key, then we've wasted 5 minutes. I've been getting really into speed running culture lately.
But we did learn how to do combat as well. You wipe your bloodied sword. You wipe your bloodied sword on the mattress. The green blood leaves a slimy stain on the straw. Stepping over the bodies toward the table, you flinch at the foul stench of the creatures. You pick up the box from under the table and examine it. It is a small wooden box with crude hinges. The name Fargio Damaggio is inscribed on a brass nameplate on its lid. If you wish to open the box, turn to 296. If you decide to leave it behind and leave the room, go to 42.
Why would you not open the box?
I don't know. Maybe you're scared by the name Fargio Damaggio.
That is a very D&D name. All right, yeah, open up Fargio's box.
All right.
You probably just are mispronouncing it.
It's Farrigo Dimaggio.
So he's Fargio Maggio.
Farrigo? Yeah, somebody pronounce
I don't know.
All right, we're opening it. We're going to 296. 296.
He's from the Bronx.
Fargio Damaggio, all right? The box contains a small leather-bound book entitled The Making and Casting of Dragonfire. You open the pages and begin to read. Fortunately, it is written in your own language, and so was probably not understood by the orcs. Otherwise, this treasure would certainly not be loosely guarded as it was. The book is written in tiny handwriting by Fargio Damaggio. In it, he tells the story of his life's work, the creation of the Dragonfire spell, with which to fight evil dragons. You read how, in his last years, Fargio finally perfected his spell, but by then he was too old to make use of it. So he completed the book, locked it in a chest, and hid it in the depths of Firetop Mountain, afraid that it might fall into the wrong hands.
Okay.
The last page reads, "And so you..." Oh no, this is Fargio. "And so you who now hold this book, you have my life's work in your hands. The power of destruction is yours, if you wish it, but do not waste it. Unless you use the spell for the purpose for which it was intended, you shall be consumed by evil itself and die by the fire from your own hands. Remember, only when the dragon breathes its fire at you should you raise your arms and say, Ikil irif, ikem irif, Damaggio."
Nice. Weast, add those to the notes, and let's carry on. All right, I cast the spell when I get blasted with Dragonfire.
Yeah, and what are the magic words?
I don't know. I have the book. I will assume I will read when it comes. But at this point, I have, like, super high skills. I got book on Dragonfire. I'm ready.
Cam, irif, Damaggio. Boom. There it is. Those are the magic words, Tom. You're welcome. I'm such a nice GM. You say these words slowly and softly. Suddenly, the pages seem to glow, and as this glow disappears, so do the words from the pages of the book. You repeat the spell to yourself to memorize it and leave the room. Turn to page 42. That seems like a really good room that you just went to, doesn't it?
I know. Right now, I'm like wondering what was in that other room.
Yeah, we'll never know.
We'll worry about that later.
Yeah.
All right. So now what?
You eventually arrive at the end of the passage at a three-way junction. You may either turn to the west or to the east. And so the third way.
Oh, okay. I was like three-way.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna stay. We're gonna keep on going west. You know, kind of do a little clockwise kind of thing.
Andy, did you translate the spell as well? That's crazy. How did you translate it? Is it Latin or something? Crazy. Sorry.
It's like oh, it's just backwards. It's just backwards. Is it Latin? Is it Latin?
Shut up! Nobody clip that. Get out of here. Okay.
You're so dumb.
I know.
You're so dumb.
All right. We titled it One Book, Two Fools. Okay, it's my turn to be
okay.
Full. Do you want to go west or east?
I said west.
Okay, west.
We're going clock.
257. We're going 257. 57. The passageway runs straight for several meters and then ends at a wooden door. You listen at the door and hear angry shouting from within. Will you investigate or turn back?
Oh, I'm going through the door.
All right, you're investigating. We're going to 168. Here we go. You open the door to a large room. A large chair behind a solid-looking table suggests to you that someone or something of rank uses this room.
Oh, no.
A chest in the center catches your eye. In the corner of the room stands a man-sized creature with a warty face standing over a smaller creature of a similar race. With the whip in his hand, the orc chieftain has been beating his servant, who is whimpering beneath him. Will you attack them both? Spring at the chieftain in hope that his servant will aid you, or leave the room and head back for the junction?
All right. It didn't look like there was any loot in here, though, right? Oh, dude, I'm a hero.
You're a hero?
I'm Finnegan.
Finnegan the Foolhardy. Whipman! You wrote Whipman as a note. Oh.
All right. I'm going to attack the guy. He's got a hat, though, right? He's got a hat?
He has a hat?
I think he's got a hat in the picture.
Yeah, he has a hat.
I'm gonna attack him. I'm gonna attack him in hope that his buddy helps me out.
Okay, so you're springing at the chieftain in the hope that his servant will aid you. All right, we're going to 65. I thought you said actively clapping. I didn't realize that it said clipping. I was like, are we doing that good? You're just like, man, I'm actively clapping over here. All right.
Okay.
As you spring at the chieftain, his servant raises to his feet, picks up a hefty wooden stick, and joins the melee. But to your disappointment, he attacks you. Ungrateful wretch. Seeing this, you may escape through the door, down the corridor, or continue the fight.
Okay. Old school game. I gotta think old school mentality. I'm gonna flee.
You're gonna flee?
I'm gonna flee.
Okay.
I'm gonna flee.
So there are penalties to escaping. Would you like me to read them before you decide to escape fully?
No, you said penalty. I'm fighting.
Okay, so we are fighting.
Okay.
372.
God, I'm so good right now.
You tried to be good.
Actually, no. Let me know what the penalty is anyway, just so I know for future reference.
All right, I was going to say, I took my thumb out of it, and I'm heading to 372. Okay. So, all right, so the penalties for escaping are as follows. You may only escape if it's offered to you. If you do run away, the creature automatically scores 1 wound on you, which loses you 2 stamina points. You can use luck on the wound like normal if you want to. So it's not terrible, but it's okay. Here we go. The orc chieftain is going to go first with his 2d6.
Okay.
10, that's 17 that I got.
Oh, dude, I could... Oh, no. So I didn't I failed.
You did fail. So you are going to take 2 damage to your stamina.
But if I roll luck...
You could take less damage from your stamina if you rolled luck.
All right. All right, I'm going to roll my luck.
Do it. Roll your luck.
I got a 9, so I succeeded.
All right, so that means you are going to only take 1 damage.
Okay, I'm only going to take 1 damage. All right, you know what? Why did I draw these out too?
I don't know. It's fun. All right, I'm gonna do my second attack now. All right, that is gonna be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
15. All right, I can beat that. I'll come. All right, that is a 8. That's 20. I'm at a 20.
All right. Next, he's gonna attack. He's still attacking. He's got more health. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you'll get that one. Yeah, you'll get that one.
Okay. All right, I will.
And then he attacks again. Oh, here we go. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18.
Oh no!
All right, 2
That's
damage
a 14. Now, how often can I roll my luck?
every time. But if you fail, that's when you're gonna start losing points of luck.
Oh, dude, we're not failing. Oh, I just rolled a 1.
Yeah, you
That's a
rolled
4. All right, so I only take 1 more damage.
All right, so 1 more damage. All right, he's gonna attack
19.
again. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 again.
Ugh. Okay. 20.
All right, so the chieftain is dead, and now you gotta fight the servant. Here we go.
Oh my.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you'll get that
12.
one.
Oh, dude. Crush him.
And then one more. 15.
15. Oh, there's an opportunity of failure here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
And you killed the poor servant who was being beaten. All right, fight them one at a time. If you defeat both, turn to 21. Look at you. Killing master and servant alike. True equalitist.
With my sword.
Yes.
I need a cooler weapon, though.
The green blood of the dead orcs smells foul as it seeps from their bodies. You step around the corpses and investigate the chest. It is a sturdy affair made of strong oak and iron. It is firmly locked. You may try to smash the lock with your sword or leave it alone and go through the open door.
I don't want to leave it alone.
You gonna smash it?
I'm gonna smash it.
All right, 339. The lock was obviously inadequate. It flies off and lands on the floor several meters away. You lift the heavy lid and your eyes widen as you see the gold sheen coming from within. A fair number of gold pieces are inside. In one corner lies a small black bottle with a tight glass stopper containing a liquid of some kind. Also in the chest is a silky black glove. But
Oh, I got it.
But as you're admiring this treasure, you hear a soft click and wince in pain as a small dart shoots forward into your stomach. Roll 1 die and subtract this number from your points of your stamina to determine the effect of poison on the dart's tip.
Oh. What did I roll? A 4?
So you're going to take 4
So what's that
damage.
mean? Are you serious?
Dead serious. Remember, you can always choose to eat a provision to gain 4 stamina back.
I got 10 meals?
Yep.
Okay. I'll save those Cliff bars for later.
Okay. All right.
I got a bunch of gold, but I did get the silky black glove.
If you're still alive, turn to 201. You are still alive.
I am alive.
All right, I'm glad you're alive. You sink to the floor. You pull the dart out and decide to bandage the wound. This gives some relief, but you still feel weak. You decide to take it easy and examine the contents of the chest. But if you wish, you may eat provisions here. So now it's giving you the chance if you want to eat a provision.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna eat a provision. Eat a snack.
All right, eat a snack.
I'm gonna eat one snack.
Do it.
I got it.
Yummy. And then that gives you 4 stamina back. All right.
Oh yeah.
There are 25 gold pieces. So you now have 26 gold pieces.
Dude, I'm ready.
And then you also find... You find a bottle. Shows it to be a potion of invisibility. Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
let's go.
The glove is a mystery. You may put any or all of these into your haversack and leave the room. So only what you keep track of is what will be...
I'm keeping track of all of it. So I throw it, I chuck it in my bag, and I head off.
Do it. Chuck it in there.
All right, so I go back east.
All right. 293. You arrive back at the junction in the passage and walk straight on eastwards. Turn to 113. 113. All right. So you're heading now eastwards. So you're basically going down this way now.
Oh yeah.
All right. You arrive at another junction in the passage. You may either go northwards or continue eastwards. Now, keep in mind, north is always at the top of the page. It's not the facing direction that you're
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go north. I'm
All
still
right.
going in my clockwise circle.
We're going 285, baby.
Plus, north feels right. You know.
I know. All right, you see a well-used door on the right-hand east side of the passageway. With your ear to the keyhole, you listen and hear a man screaming for help inside. Will you open the door or walk on?
I'm gonna open the door.
All right, here we go. We're going to 213. The door is locked. You may try to charge it down by rolling 2 dice. If the number rolled is equal to or less than your skill score, the door bursts open.
Okay. I'm gonna roll.
Do it.
Okay, we
it's
good.
less than.
5.
Boom. The door bursts open. Turn to 36. The locked door bursts open and a nauseating stench hits your nostrils. Inside the room, the floor is covered with bones, rotting vegetation, and slime. A wild-haired old man, clothed in rags, rushes at you screaming. His beard is long and gray, and he's waving an old wooden chair leg. Is he simply insane as he appears, or has this been some kind of trap? You can either shout at him to try to calm him down, or draw your sword and attack him. What would Finnegan the Foolhardy do?
It would be more foolhardy to shout him down, you know.
Yeah, the chat wants you to help, I think.
That wants me to help?
I think.
All right, I'm gonna help him.
That does say help.
Or maybe how delayed is it? How delayed is it?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but
I know, right?
I see the word help, and this is an action that would help,
Maybe,
I believe.
Yes, I'm gonna help the man.
All right, we're gonna help the man.
Go.
So you're gonna shout at him
Gonna
and
help
try
him.
and calm him down. 263. Here we go. Let us see. Here we go.
Let's go.
You shout. You gotta shout this, okay, Tom? It's "You are freed, old man."
You are. I can't shout. I have like a new baby.
Okay, we'll do fake shouting then.
You are freed, old man.
At the top of your voice. Instantly, his ranting cease. He stops dead in his tracks and sinks to the floor, weeping loudly. As he gradually composes himself, he thanks you many times. You talk with him in the hope of discovering some secrets of the mountain, and he begins to tell his story. Many years ago, he was an adventurer like you, till he took an arrow, in search of the Warlock's treasure. He was captured by the orcs and thrown into this solitary cell as a sort of pet for the creatures. You ask whether he would like to accompany you into the mountain, but he simply wants to leave and see the world again.
Okay.
You ask him for advice, but he says he knows little. He advises you to pay your respects to the boatman. He tells you that you must pull the right-hand lever on the wall ahead to open the iron gate at the end of the passage. He has also learned that the keys to the boathouse are guarded by a man and his dog. You shake hands, leave the room, and go your separate ways. Add 1 luck, but you haven't lost any luck yet, so you're still good on luck. All right, turning to 314. Did you get all those notes, Tom?
I did. I got the one that I'm gonna forget. So I know. Pay respects to the boatman. Something about a man with a dog, I think. Hold right-hand lever.
I'm not going to repeat it. Okay,
That's
314. Here we go. Hopefully chat remembers for you. Further up the passage, you see a door in the east wall. You listen hard and hear no sound. Do you want to open the door to investigate? If so, turn to 223, or you can walk further up the passage to 300.
Okay. Well, there's just a door on the east wall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to open the door. We're going to continue down.
Wait, you want to open
the door?
Oh, no,
not... that's 2 different things.
Yeah,
we're going to open the door.
Okay, so we're going to 223.
Dude, what if it's another old man?
Like,
what if they just collected old people.
They're their favorite pets. 223. The door is firmly locked. You may try to force it open, or you can continue along the corridor.
We've been through this already.
Oh wait.
Let's go.
Are you forcing it open? The rules might be different.
Yes.
It doesn't tell me.
Oh.
It's gonna be like
I'm just assuming. Like I said.
All right.
We're speed running.
You charge the door, hitting it squarely with your shoulder. Roll 2 dice. If the number rolled is equal to or less than your skill, the door opens. Do we succeed?
Okay, we're good.
All right.
5.
Then we turn to 155. 155. The door splits along its length, and you can wrench the timbers apart to let yourself in. A torch hangs from one wall, lighting up a small armory room, stocked with swords, shields, helmets, daggers, breastplates, and the like. You examine the weaponry and find nothing appearing superior to your own sword. However, a circular iron shield with a golden crescent at its center catches your eye. You pick it up and feel its weight on your arm. If you wish to take this shield, it will aid you in battles by helping you fend off wound damage inflicted by a creature on you. If, in a future daring battle in which you're using the shield, a creature wounds you, you may throw 1 die. If you throw a 6, the creature inflicts only 1 point of damage instead of the normal 2. If for some reason the creature would normally inflict only 1 point of damage, then on a successful 6, you would take no damage. However, the shield is heavy, and you will have to leave behind 1 item of equipment. Adjust your equipment list to be able to carry it.
All right, I'm going to drop my regular shield and take the gold shield.
Very clever. Gamifying it, I see.
I see, yeah. Just upgrade your loot.
You can now leave the room and continue up the corridor. Turn to 300.
Except, in a real game, I would want to keep my old shield so I can sell it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right, so you're continuing up north again. On the east wall of the passage, guess what you see? It's another door.
Another door.
This time, it's made of solid metal. Listening at the door, you hear the sound of tortured screams coming from within. If you wish to try opening the door, turn to 102. If you decide to ignore this room, continue the corridor, go to 303.
We're going to try to open the door.
All right, we're going to 102. Watch it. This will be a trapped door. 102.
Oh, you don't even give me an option?
The door is not locked and opens. The room in front of you seems to be a small torture chamber with various torture devices around the walls. In the center of the room, 2 small hunchbacked creatures are having their fiendish way with a dwarf. It does not go into detail of what the fiendish way is. This is an old writing. Who is tied to a hook in the ceiling by his wrists. The 2 hunchbacks are poking and cutting him viciously with their swords. Okay, yeah, that's what they're doing. They're poking him and cutting him. The dwarf lets out a final scream and falls silent, eyes closed. His captors make disappointed noises and look around angrily at you as if it were somehow your fault the dwarf has collapsed. You must act quickly. Will you close the door and continue up the corridor, draw your sword and fight, or stride over to the dwarf and give him a jab with your sword and put on an evil laugh for the torturers? Vote in the
give me those options.
You can close
what's
the
chat
door
saying?
quickly. I'm telling them to vote. Vote now, chat. What you want to see. Close the door quickly and continue up the corridor. Draw your sword and try to fight the creatures, or stride over to the dwarf and give him a jab with your sword and put on an evil laugh for the torturers.
I'm gonna attack him.
Ooh, you're going straight for the heroic. Andy said, "Oh man, I want to jab." Andy wants to jab.
Oh, you know what? Since Andy wants to jab, I'm actually going to go ahead and jab.
Oh, we're going to jab. Okay, we're going to 68. Hopefully the dwarf is dead and not pretending to be dead.
Okay.
All right, 68. The 2 goblin torturers look at each other amazed, then look at you. They chatter to themselves and indicate for you to wait while they go off and get another dwarf to give them some more fun. They disappear out of the room and you cut the dwarf, who is, as you guessed, quite dead. You decide it best to leave and press on northwards up the corridor. Turn to 303.
What in the world? Okay. All right.
So you just walked up, stabbed it, and they're like, this dude's pretty chill. And they're like, hold on, man. Hold on. We got another dwarf in the other room. Let's grab that dwarf and take it home.
And then what? I just leave then after they bring the other one in?
Well, no, they haven't come back yet. You look around the room and you're like, there's nothing here. I didn't fight them. I'm just going to keep going.
Okay. We're going to... Okay.
The other part of the chat wanted to fight.
I know. I should have listened. You just told me what Andy wanted.
Well, they didn't.
Never mind.
We were already in the middle of the next text. It's hard. I don't know. Right. I don't know what the delay is. So somebody send a chat right now. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's about 3 seconds. I think maybe if that chat of the face hiding is in response to this specific call for a chat.
Oh no. We just got Andy. So we're like,
so that was like it's not 10 seconds maybe.
It's not bad. That's not bad. We'll take it.
We'll take it.
I'm going up the corridor.
We'll know. You'll have 10 seconds to respond, and we'll wait at least 10 seconds when we ask for input. All right. So we're going to 303, as I said. So you arrive at the end of the passage where it meets another going east to west. But an iron portcullis blocks your way, and no amount of charging is going to budge it. On the wall to your right, there are 2 levers, and it seems likely that these levers have something to do with raising the portcullis. Do you wish to pull the right lever or the left lever?
We're going to pull that right lever.
All right. Hopefully the old man is not totally insane, right?
Or had dyslexia.
Yeah. The old man told him the right lever, and so we're turning the right lever.
So it goes east or west, but there's a portcullis blocking the way.
Yeah, so the portcullis would be like right here.
Like okay, that. Got it.
All right, here we go. We're going to 128. You hear a deep rumbling noise, and the ground begins to shudder. Slowly and noisily, the portcullis rises into the ceiling. You may now walk to the junction. Will you turn west or east? Pull the lever, crunk! Good one.
We're going to go east.
We're going to go east. This is the first east we've gone this whole time, it feels like. Unless forced.
Not east, I'm going west. I'm going west.
You can't do that, Tom. You can't do that. If I lose my place, we're screwed.
Don't lose your place. You should use a thumb.
I put a thumb, but then once I reach the spot, then I remove the thumb in hopes of going to the next thing. Okay, which way did we say? We're going west, so we're now going to 210. 210, not 201. 210. All right. So you have gone west. Shortly along the passage, you arrive at another junction where you may go either straight ahead westwards or northwards.
Okay, we're going to keep on going. We're going to keep going west.
Good night, Andy Dirk 88. Thanks for popping in and making the chat lively.
All right, we're going west. I don't have to listen to his advice anymore.
Poke good the dwarf. Advice, you mean? Poke the dwarf? That was top tier.
All right, let's go west.
All right, 225. We are going 225. All right, the passageway continues westwards and then turns due north. Some way up, you reach a junction where a narrow passage runs off to the west. Will you continue northwards or take a west way?
Okay. So I got another west or north situation here. All right, so since we got the little delay. All right, well, and chat was telling me north.
Hold on, I'm going to read it again. Okay, I'm going to read it again.
Okay, you go north?
No, the passageway continues westwards and then turns due north, then some way up. So you're automatically going north. Okay, so you close that, and then some ways up, you reach another junction where you can either go to the west or keep going north. And chat wants you to go north so bad.
All right, we're gonna go north.
All right, 77 to go north. Several meters up the passageway, you arrive at a junction where you may either go west or east. Set in the rock on the north wall is a small recess where you may rest and eat provisions without being seen, if you wish to take provisions here.
I'm good on provisions right now.
All right, east or west?
So I'm going to go... I don't want to go west anymore. So I'm going to go west.
You don't want to go west, so you're going west?
I'm going to go west. I have to... we got to clear out an area,
All right. You walk westwards along the passageway. After 50 meters or so, the way turns northwards. 2 or 3 paces up the passage, you hear a crumbling beneath your feet, and you try to leap back as the ground gives way. Test your luck.
Okay, here we go. All right.
All right. If
We're
you're lucky,
good.
you manage to leap quickly backwards before a pit opens. If you were lucky, you had better return to the junction. Turn to 261. So, basically,
all right.
it's a dead-end pit, and we're going back to 261.
Right. So I guess I'm going east.
Well,
What happens, if you kind of get to a dead end and you have to, you're kind of just... What do you do? If you want to go back,
so
I can't go back?
Well, it doesn't take you back to the same blurb, and so it knows which way you're coming from. And so when I go to 261, it will say, you reach the junction and continue eastwards. Turn to 345. So it knows that you chose to go west instead of east. So it's
okay,
boxing,
gotcha.
It's railroading you to 345.
Okay.
All right. Chat gives its wish. It wanted east.
All right, we're going east.
345. All right. You follow the passage eastwards for several meters. Then it turns north. See, this is where...
Yeah.
It's too big now. The whole map.
Okay.
Okay, I have a plan.
No, I know how to do it. It's all good. It's all good, Jake.
Okay. You got it.
Check this out. Oh, yeah, dude. Look, now you just go like this. I moved my name, though. That's all good. Check that out.
Beautiful.
Here we go.
Great job. My portcullis didn't make it.
You like that?
I drew the portcullis.
I didn't grab your I wouldn't delete it anyway. It's all good.
Boom. It's deleted.
I can only grab what I did.
Yeah. Okay. So you follow the passage eastward for several meters. Then it turns to the north. Shortly, you reach another junction where you may either go straight on or you can turn right into an eastwards passage that soon turns north.
I can either go north,
or you can go east a little bit and then go north.
All right, we're gonna go east and a little bit north.
All right, so you're not going straight on, or you may turn right into an eastwards passage that soon turns north. Turn to 311.
Yep.
311. The passageway ends at a door, which you listened but hear nothing. Trying the handle, you find that the door opens to reveal a large square room. The room is completely bare, but the floor is covered in mosaic tiles. 2 shapes stand out on the floor: star-shaped tiles and hand-shaped tiles. A door on the opposite wall is the only way through. Will you walk across the room to the door? Walk across the room stepping only on stars. Walk across the room stepping only on hands.
Okay, there was probably a clue that I should have known about this.
Chat, do you know the clue?
You didn't give me the clue, though, did you?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't know. All right, we're going to say, though, it's got to be... No, it's hands. The hands support me,
They're holding your feet.
They're holding my feet. We're going across the hands.
All right, we're stepping only on hands. Chat, write that down. Chat wants you to use stars.
Okay. All right. Do I trust chat?
I don't know. You trusted chat with Andy. And
No.
It didn't kill you.
We're going to go... All right, we'll go stars, and if it fails, never again.
This is your one chance, chat. 178.
All right, stars.
You tiptoe precariously across the room to the door in the north wall. You open the door and proceed through it. Turn to 162.
Good job, chat.
Good job, chat, with the stars. All right, we're going to 162. I don't think I've ever seen that room before.
Dude, we're,
All right.
blazing trail.
The passageway runs...
Trailblaze.
The passageway ahead runs northwards, and you follow this until you reach another junction. Here, you may either continue northwards, or you may turn westwards.
We're going north.
North it is. We're going to 23. 23. The passageway ends in a solid doorway, and you are surprised to see a leather skirt tacked along the bottom of the door. You listen but hear nothing. Will you enter the room or return to the junction?
Oh, we're going to go in.
Do it. Go in. 326. 326. You enter a small room with bare, rocky walls. On the far wall hangs a golden key. There appears to be no way through the room. Do you want to go for the key or leave it and return to the junction?
We're going to grab that key.
All right, going for the key. Turn into 35.
Absolutely.
As you step into the room, the door swings shut behind you. As it closes, there is a click and a hiss. From the center of the ceiling, a jet of gas is filling the room with acrid vapor. You breathe and cough deeply. You look at the door, then the key. Will you return to the door and escape quickly, or hold your breath and dash for the key first?
We're going to hold our breath and dash for the key.
All right, 361.
You have to. I remember a legend that was told of the keys.
Yes, it's true. You snatch the key from its hook. It has the number 125 inscribed on it.
It has what number?
125. You need to write that number down. It will matter.
All right, I'm going to write. All right, we're going to write 125.
All right.
Okay.
But your lungs are bursting. Roll 2 dice. If the number is less than or equal to your skill score, you make it across the room to the door. Nice. You made it across the room to the door.
Got it.
So we go to 136.
I got a key now, right?
Yeah, you have a key. It's in your bag now.
Oh, nice.
You arrive at the door, struggle with the lock, and open the door. You burst out, closing the door behind you, take several deep breaths, and return to the junction. Turn to 229. You arrive back at the junction. This time, turn right. Turn to 69.
Nice.
Nice. 69. Some way along the passage, the corridor bends around to the north, and you follow it until you reach another junction. At this junction, you see an arrow cut into the rock pointing to the north, and you decide to try this direction. Turn to 244.
It's just kind of like a little, you go north.
Yep.
Now you go north more.
All right.
We have an arrow, though.
The passage runs northwards, and ahead you can hear the splashings of an underground river.
This is the boatman.
The air becomes cool and fresh. You soon reach a wide opening of a riverbank, but despair as you look across to see no way through to the other side. To the east, the river flows through a cave in the rock. You may either sit, rest, and eat provisions, or continue by what seems to be the only way forward, jumping into the river and swimming downstream.
We're going to jump into the river and swim downstream.
All right, we're going to 399.
It's like it's a big passage, right?
Yeah, so this whole cave, like, it would technically like go across the entire dungeon, I'm pretty sure. So you can just keep that in mind as we're going. And so like some of these rooms would also connect farther up here. Or down here.
Got it.
Okay. So what did I say we were going to? Uh-oh.
There's the river. What's up? You lost it, didn't you?
I think I did.
Just go to pay
$3.99. I found it. It's okay. $3.99.
Yeah. All right.
The
I'm
current
jumping
is
in.
strong and takes you swiftly downstream. You are washed through a narrow opening and out into a large cavern with banks on both sides. The current washes you on to the south bank. Turn to 218. So you're basically down here, I think.
All right, I'm down there.
218. You are on the south bank of an underground river. Facing across its black depths, there appears to be 4 ways of crossing. To your left, a rusted bell bears the sign, Ferry Service, 2 gold pieces, please ring. There's a small raft in front of you on the bank with a long stick resting beside it. You could punt across the river. A rickety old bridge crosses on the right. If you don't trust any of these, you can swim. Which do you choose?
I'm going to ring the bell.
All right, ring the bell, turn to 3. Ding, ding, ding. The bell gives a dull clang. And after a few moments, you see a withered old man climb into a small rowing boat moored on the north bank. He rows slowly across to you, moors the boat, and limps toward you. He asks you for 3 gold pieces. When you protest at the price, he mumbles some flimsy excuse about, well, it's a lot of inflation. He begins to get angry at your protestations. Do you pay him 3 gold pieces or threaten him?
I'm going to pay him 3 gold pieces.
All right, 272.
I have so many gold pieces. Oh, but I have to, I'll deduct them. I will deduct them.
Yes.
I now have 23 gold pieces.
Come out of there. 272. Okay. He calms down, takes the gold, deduct this from your gold, and rows you across to the north bank. After mooring the boat, he ambles off down a passageway. Turn to 7. All right.
Nice.
So you made it. You're now on the other side of the river. You are on the north bank of a fast-filling river in a large underground cavern. Turn to 214. Facing northwards, the rock face is smooth and glistening with moisture. Moss of many different hues grows on the surface. There is an eerie silence punctuated by the splashings of the river as it flows behind you. You have 3 options. A passage runs off to the northwest. A large timber door directly in front of you in the middle of the rock face. Or another passage that runs along the river eastwards.
Okay, so we got northwest.
Yeah, you can go in a passage that runs off to the northwest, a timber door that's directly in the middle of the rock face, or you can keep going along the bank eastwards.
Go that way. I'm going to go ahead and open up the door that is right in front of me.
We're going to 104. You find yourself in a short, narrow passageway with a door ahead to the south. You try this door. Turn to 49.
Wait.
So no,
I go through the door?
That's the door, I think.
Okay. Maybe.
Sorry, a door ahead to the north. Sorry.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. 49.
All right. I open the door, and there's another door.
The door squeaks open on rusty hinges. The room is dark, and your eyes begin to adjust themselves as you close the door behind you. You hear a shuffling in the room, but before you can react, a blow to your head knocks you senseless. Lose 2 stamina points and turn to 122.
That's some nonsense right there.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Uh-oh. You awake with a throbbing head and look around. The room is about 8 meters square, with doors to the north and the south. You have been dumped in the southwest corner. Standing motionless at the center of the room are 4 men. At least they appear to be men. Their skin is a greeny gray color. Their clothes are tattered and torn, and they are all staring vacantly at the ceiling. One carries a club, one a scythe, one an axe, and one a pick. They are ignoring you completely. Around the room are various peasant-style weapons, pitchforks, hand axes, pointed sticks, etc. 1 or 2 shields, and several barrels. In the northeast corner is a human corpse with a sword in one hand and a shield in the other. You move your hand up to your head and feel for signs of blood and are relieved to find you're not bleeding. But as your hand moves, the strange creatures in the center of the room turn their eyes downwards toward you. Do you try to talk to them, jump to your feet and charge at them with your sword, or scramble for an exit through the south door?
It's a tough one. I can try to talk to them, right? They hit me in the head. I'm gonna attack them. them.
But they didn't kill you.
We're just gonna. Oh, dude, that's true. Why are you trying to change my mind?
I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just making sure you've thought all this through.
I see it. Nope. I see a threat. Oh no. What if they saved me from something?
And you also have a sword and a shield, and there's a dead guy with a sword and a shield in the corner.
Oh, that's true. Never mind. Let's attack them.
Wait,
what I originally said.
All right, so you're attacking them.
Correct.
Okay.
I am.
It turned out so well for the other guy.
Yep. I'm gonna kill him.
All right, 2.
I have a magic shield too. Remember, don't forget.
The 4 creatures.
When can I use my potion of invisibility?
It will tell you. Be like, only if you have a potion of invisibility, and then you get to use it.
Okay, nice.
The 4 creatures shuffling toward you are mindless zombies. Their vacant eyes suggest that their actions are controlled by a will which is not their own. You are still too dizzy to think properly, but you must act quickly. The first zombie reaches you and prepares to swing his club. You must fight him. All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
Let's roll. Let's do it.
So that is going to be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is what I got.
All right. I got a 17.
All right. We got a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Oh, dude, we're at a 22.
Okay. And again, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you get it anyway. All right. So the first one's dead. That zombie dead. If you defeat the first zombie, add 2 luck points and turn to face the other 3. Now you have to fight all 3 of them with the scythe, with the picks, with the axe. So let's start with the one with the scythe.
Okay.
6, 7, 12 is what he got. So you're going to do 2 damage to him. Yeah. The next one, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, you'll get that one because it's already there. Then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Chance for failure. All right, so you killed the second one. All right, next one. 10, 16.
Ooh. Wow.
Oh.
We're at 21.
All right, go again. Remember, you can test your luck to do more damage if you want. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh,
all right,
you got that?
16.
Yep. And then 6, 7, 8, 14. So yeah, you'll get that one too. All right.
All right.
Next.
Nice. All right, cool. I'm
gonna do that one for sure.
I'm gonna use my luck though.
Oh, okay. Use your luck.
So I was lucky.
Yeah. So he took basically 4 damage instead of 2 on that one, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yep. I will.
Yeah, and you'll get you'll get that one already. All right. So that's all 4. You killed all 4. Turned to 115. Man, your skill being so high.
So easy. How would you even play this if you rolled really low on your initial roll? Are you sure we did that right?
I'm gonna double check.
Oh yeah, because I rolled 1d6.
Roll 1 die,
Just-
add 6 to this roll, and enter this total skill in the skill box. You rolled a 5, and you add
I rolled
6.
like 5s.
And the other one is roll 2 dice, add 12, and then the luck was roll 1 dice and add 6 to this number, enter it in your
All right,
luck.
we're good. Let's go. All right.
Oh.
What?
So, small caveat here. Every time you test your luck, you lose a luck point.
Okay, I'll let it go down. I only tested it one time.
At times that you tested it other times, you basically got those back almost immediately from being lucky. So
right. That's right.
The consequences of being lucky or unlucky will be found on the page. Each time you test your luck, you must subtract 1 point from your current luck score. The more you rely on it, the riskier it becomes. So we just need to keep that in mind. Okay. So we defeated all. We go to 115. 115. The poor wretches lying dead at your feet almost look happy to be relieved of the burden of life. But as you look down at them, you sense they are not the only one to know of their deaths. Looking around the room, you may investigate the weapons lying around, go over to the dead body in the northeast corner, or check the barrels.
We're going to go over to the body.
Go to the body. 313. 313. You check over the body. The poor wretch was obviously caught in the same way that you were, but his weaker skull shattered under the club's blow. He wears a suit of leather armor no better than your own, holds a wooden shield on one wrist, and clutches a steel-bladed sword in his other hand. In his pockets are 8 gold pieces, and around his neck is a silver crucifix. You may take any 2 of these items as you wish, write them on your equipment list, and turn to 221. Also add 1 luck and 1 skill point. So you're back to 11. Look at that.
All right, we're going to take the crucifix and the gold.
Okay. We're going to 221.
Okay.
All right. Which of these mysterious items have you collected, which have been written down first on your equipment list? The armor, the shield, the sword, the gold, the crucifix. I think you said the crucifix first, right?
Crucifix first.
All right. 170. The crucifix is solid silver and worth 4 gold pieces. Record this on your vendor sheet and turn to 319. We did that already. So we're going back down to 319. To find the secret of the second item you have collected, turn to 221 and investigate. If you've already investigated both items, turn to 81. 221. All right, and then the next thing you took is the gold, right?
Yep.
All right, 110. I feel like you should have checked out the sword. You're now 8 gold pieces richer. You also find another 2 pieces in his boot, hidden there for safety. Turn to 319 and record the gold on your character sheet.
Okay, so he had 10 total. So that actually takes me up to 33.
All right. If you have already investigated both items, turn to 81. So we've done both items. 81. A noise startles you, prompting you to leave the room quickly. You walk up to investigate the north door. Turn to 205.
Okay.
The door opens and you find yourself in a dark crypt of some kind. The room is very large. At one end is an altar and various coffins are strewn about the room. There is a door behind you in the south wall and also one in the west wall. If you want to investigate the room further, turn to 254. If the place gives you the creeps, you can leave it via the west door, 380.
Oh, no. We're going to investigate this room.
All right, 254.
100%. Dude, I got my crucifix. It's a crypt.
The silence is deathly. A slow drip startles you as you creep around the coffins. The altar is ornately carved and studded with jewels. Beautifully woven drapes hang from the walls, although there are threadbare in places. There are 3 coffins in the room. A creaking noise makes you whirl around, and the light from your lantern falls on the largest coffin. It is opening. As you watch, a tall man with a white face sits upright. His eyes open and fall on you. His expression changes from one of tranquility to one of abject hate. His mouth opens and a terrifying hiss comes from his throat. His teeth are wolf-like and he beckons you to come over. Do you approach as he wishes? Do you draw your sword and prepare to fight? Do you reach into your bag for another means of attack or run for the west door?
I reach into my bag for another means of attack.
All right, 279. So it will basically prompt you if you have whatever item.
Oh, dude, list the items now. Now I know what I missed.
A creature you are facing is a vampire. You have various lines of attack. Your sword will do real damage. A crucifix will hold him at bay but will not kill him. If you have either of these, you may use it to get through the west door. If you're determined to kill the vampire, you must overpower it and drive a wooden stake through its heart. If you have a wooden stake and wish to try to kill the vampire, turn to 17. If you have none of these, draw your sword. So you can keep it at bay with the crucifix just to escape the room at 380.
All right. We're going to do that.
All right.
Wooden stake.
Yeah. And now you're like, where would that have been? Where in this dungeon?
Oh, all right. Man. I bet those torturers, that's what they had, the wooden stake.
Oh.
I bet that's what it was.
Or
if I would have killed them.
The sharpened sticks in the room before, if you would have investigated the weapons, maybe you would have been able to break one off, make it into a stake.
Man.
All right.
Okay.
So you make it through the west door. You are in a narrow east-west corridor looking westwards. You can see a crossroads ahead. You go on to the crossroads. 37.
Okay.
Standing at the crossroads, you may go either north, west, or south.
Oof. All right, we're going to go north.
All right. North it is. 366. You are following a passageway which leads ahead to the north. After several meters, it bends sharply to the east. You continue eastwards until you eventually come across a narrow opening in the north wall. You may go through this opening or continue eastwards.
We're going to go east still.
All right. Go to 62. You continue along the passageway to the east. After some 30 meters, it turns to the south. Following it around a bend, you eventually come to stop at a large armored door. To try the door, turn to 6. If you would prefer to return along the passage and go through the narrow opening, turn to 89.
Oh, we're going to go through the armored door.
All right, armored door, we're going to 6. The large solid door has no handle. You charge it, but to no avail. The door is not going to budge. You decide to give up and go through the opening you passed in the west-east passage some ways back. Turn to 89.
What?
I think if you would have gone east along the riverbank, you'd find another way to go up, and you'd go through here. Just like you can see that junction there would probably connect to that other passage off to the side.
Yep. All right, we're gonna go to that little thing to the north then.
Yeah. You climb through the opening and find yourself at the top of a narrow staircase leading downwards. Cautiously, you descend the stairs. Turn to 286.
All right, we're going down the stairs.
The dog is going to start barking.
There's some stairs in here.
He's barking. My wife has come home. 286, I said? 286. The narrow staircase is cut into the rock, and there are about 20 steps leading down. At the bottom of the steps, a passageway leads you into a large open chamber. This chamber stinks of putrefying flesh. The smell is so bad that you are tempted to turn back. 3 bodies lie in the chamber. You may either search the bodies or tiptoe quietly through the room. What will you do?
Oh, we're going to search those bodies.
All right. You want to search the first body, the second body, the third body, or tiptoe through the room.
Oh, you can get to pick.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and the third body.
The third body. Turn to 148. The worst body. As you search the body and try to avoid looking at the terrible face, gray and decomposing, maggots crawl from its nose and mouth. You jump back startled. Its eyes suddenly flick open just in time to avoid a vicious slash from its long, sharp fingernails. It quickly springs to its feet and eyes you with a sadistic leer spreading across its mouth. Turn to 230.
What? Also, is this just like a room I'm in? Was there any doors or anything? Did it say?
I
I don't think there was. We'll find out.
230. The creature now standing before you is a semi-decayed man. His eyes quickly dart from side to side, watching you. His tongue flashes out with a hissing noise. His teeth and nails are sharp. He doesn't seem to be afraid of your weapon. He is a ghoul. He has the ability to paralyze you if he scores 4 separate wounds on you during this battle, so beware. If you defeat him, turn to 390. If he kills or paralyzes you, turn to 64. All right, so he's going to go first. 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13. Oh, I need to get back to the basic roll. Hold on. Why is this?
What have you done?
Oh, hold on, wait. Once I'm trying to get back to the. Oh, here it is. Simple roller. All right. Here we go. Oh, so I had 18.
All right, he's going to go again. 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you'll do it no matter what. So
All right.
there. He'll go again. I'm just rolling like dog water.
Ooh.
You'll get that one too.
Dude. But here's the thing. Okay. Good.
4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Chance for failure. Nope. All right. You kill
Not today.
Kill the ghoul. Turn to 390. 390. The ghoul twitches and dies at your feet. You search its body and find little of interest. A couple of earrings worth 1 gold piece between them are in one of its pockets. You may take these. If you haven't already searched the first body, you do so and find 5 gold pieces, which you may also take. You may also stop here and eat provisions. You can add 2 luck points for killing the ghoul. Now you may press northwards or search the second body. Turn to 393.
All right, I'm gonna increase my luck. I'm gonna eat a provision, and I'm gonna search that second body.
All right. And did you get the 5 gold pieces and the earrings?
Yep.
Earrings. Call them earrings. Don't turn them into gold, I think, because then you can use them to get rid of items. You press on northwards or search second body 393. You search the pockets of the other body and find 8 gold pieces, a bottle of liquid, and an old piece of parchment. You may take these items. To read the parchment, turn to 212. To test the liquid, turn to 369.
We're gonna read the parchment.
All right, we're going to 212 to read the parchment that you found. The parchment is well worn and almost illegible. It is a map of some sort, headed The Maze of Zagor. You can make little sense of it, although a room to the north is marked ... GR. Another to the east is marked SM ... P ... LE. So it is.
Right, hold on, let me write this. Let me write this down.
GER. Okay, and then.
All right, here we go. We have
SM ... P ...
All right, to the north is what was to the north?
So a room to the north is marked ... GER, and a room to the east is marked SM ... P ... LE.
SMP ... What?
LE.
LE. Got it. Okay.
Got
Noted.
All right. You fold the map and put it in your pocket. If you have not tested the liquid and wish to do so, turn to 369. Otherwise, go north.
I'm not going to test that liquid. We're good.
All right. We're going to 120.
I have so much loot now.
And walk down a short passage and reach a staircase going up. You climb the stairs and arrive at the top of a passageway. Turn to 197.
Okay.
At the top of the stairs, the passage turns sharply to the east. As you pause to get your bearings, you hear a creaking in the rock behind you. You spin around in time to see a heavy portcullis drop to seal off the passageway behind you. Your only way now is forward. You may either press on forward or you can check the walls for secret passages.
Oh, dude. Checking the walls, of course.
Checking the freaking walls. 295. You find no secret passages. However, your explorations attract some sort of creature. As you listen, you can hear something coming down the corridor towards you. To find out what sort of wandering monster you have come across, turn to 161. You must fight the creature, and if you defeat it, you may press on down the passageway by turning to 48. However, at 161, you will not be told where to progress to, so write down 48 so you know where to go after 161.
Okay, so I have to fight it.
Yeah, because it's a wandering creature.
161.
161.
Okay, so this is...
All right, roll,
so it's not
roll
like...
dice.
Just one dice?
One dice.
5.
It is a skeleton. All right, prepare for combat. Here we go.
Oh, that's so easy.
That is going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Chance for failure. Nope. All right, so
18.
Boom. All right, it's going to go again. 5, 6, 12. You'll get it down to 1 health, no matter what you roll. And then, again, you'll get it down no matter what you roll. You did it. All right.
Killed him.
So, so if you defeat it, go down to 48.
Okay.
Kept my finger there. 48. You are in an east-west corridor. If you go east, you will turn a corner northwards. To go this way, turn to 391. To go west, turn to 60.
Wasn't I east or west would just be back towards the portcullis?
Probably.
All right, we're going to keep on going east.
All right. So if you go east, you're going to go northwards, and that's 391.
Okay. Got it.
391. Oh, here we go. You are out the south end of a north-south corridor. Looking northwards, you can see a passage coming off from the east wall. Do you want to go to this passage, check for secret passages as you walk northwards, to the south, following a bend to the west? So this is a maze that you are starting right now. And it is very confusing.
Okay, I can tell. Say that again to me.
You are at the south end of a north-south corridor. Looking northwards, you can see a passage coming off of the east wall. Do you want to go to this passage, check for secret passages as you go north, or go back south, going back around the bend that you just came back?
No, we're going to go east.
East. Okay, so you're checking the passage to the east, turn to 52. Maybe this isn't the maze yet. We'll see.
There's a maze?
Oh, yeah, I think it's the maze. You are standing at a T-junction where a passage to the east comes off a north-south corridor. To go south, you can go to 391. You can check for secret passages on the way southwards. Go 362. You can go north, and you can check for secret passages as you go north. Or you can go east, turning to 291.
We're going to go north.
All right. North you go. 234. You find... Wait, hold on. To go north, turn to 234. Oh, sorry, 354. I was very confused.
Oh my word.
Ooh, that was close. 354. You are standing at a bend in the passage where you may either go west or south.
Okay. We're going to go west.
Go to 308. And obviously, you can check for secret passages along all of these sections. So 308. You are standing at a crossroads. To use the west... Sorry. You are standing at a crossroads. To the west, the passageway goes on a few meters and turns northwards. To the north, the passageway ends at a door. To the east, the passageway continues and eventually turns southwards. Looking south, the passageway goes on as far as you can see.
Okay. We're going to go... I think I'm drawing this right. We're going to go through the door to the north.
All right. Door to the north. Turn to 54. You are standing outside a door at the north end of a north-south passage. To go south, turn to 308. To go through the door, turn to 179. I'm assuming you're going through the door.
We're going. Yep.
Oh, boy. You have entered a large square room. Broken pottery lies scattered all about. One large clay pot vase is untouched and it's full of clear liquid. A large bowl is full of gold coins. As you enter the room, the door slams behind you, and you swing around to face a strange-looking creature, half man, half bull, who is glaring at you. He is a minotaur, and he stalks towards you. He lowers his head, pointing his horns at your chest, and charges. You must fight him. All right.
Of course I'm going to fight him.
Here he goes. 18.
Dude. Ooh, that's going to be a 15.
All right, so he's going to do 2 damage to you, but remember you have your shield, so you can roll 1d6. If you roll a 6, he only does 1 damage.
Okay, I'm going to roll my shield.
All right, so it's still 2.
Did not roll
or
6?
You can test your luck if you want, or just take the 2 damage.
Nope. I'm going to take the 2 damage. I'm back. I'm full health right now.
All right. 9, 10, 11, 17.
All right, here we go.
You rolled
Whoops,
2
that's
dice.
1, so that's another 1. So that will be 19.
All right, so he's going to take 2 damage, or you can test your luck to do more.
We're going to test my luck. All right, I tested my luck. My luck will go down.
10, yes. So nice use of the luck. All right, here he goes. Ooh, that is a 19.
Here we go. That is awesome. No, that's going to be a 21.
Are you going to test your luck? Or are you going
test? I'm going to test my luck. I'm good. My luck's down to a 9 now.
So, boom. All right. Here he goes. Oh, no. 5. So, 14.
Okay.
Right. And that just kills
18.
him. You don't have to test your luck on that one. He had 1 health left. You killed him.
So easy.
If you continue fighting and kill him, turn to 258. 258. You sort through the broken pots and find little of interest. The liquid looks, smells, and tastes like water. The coins in the pot are a fraud. 8 genuine gold pieces lie on the surface of the pile, and you may take these, but underneath are merely painted pieces of pot. So you can take those 8 if you want. As you tip the vase out, it slips and breaks. A red-colored key appears hidden inside a false bottom of the bowl. You can take this key. It is inscribed with the number 111.
Okay, nice. Got my key.
All right. You may rest here and eat some provisions, and you may add 2 luck points for defeating the Minotaur. Finally, you leave the room.
All right, I'm just gonna add my luck. I'm not gonna eat.
All right. So we're going to 54. You're standing at a door outside. Sorry, you are standing outside a door at the north of a north-south passage. To go south, turn to 308. To go through the door, turn to 179.
Okay, so the only way to go is south.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
One.
Okay, I'm gonna go south then.
79. Or wait. To go south, turn to 308. 308. All right. So now you are standing at a crossroads. To the west is a passage that goes on for a few meters and turns northward. So you're still in front of that door. Okay, you're still standing right there in front of the door, but you're not stepped up to the door, if that makes sense. There's like it goes in a passage, okay? So you're standing at crossroads. To the west, the passage goes on for a few meters and turns northwards. To the north, the passage ends at a door. To the east, the passage continues and eventually turns back southwards. And looking
All right, we're going to go
south,
west.
you can go as far as the eye can see. All right, you're going west.
Yep, we're going to go west.
All right, we're turning to 187. 187. You are standing in the corner of a bend in the passageway. To the north, the passage ends in a dead end. To investigate this, turn to 171. To go eastwards, turn to 308.
We're going to go back eastwards.
Are you
I'm
sure?
not falling for that.
You're not falling for
Yeah,
that?
I'm good.
Okay. So you're back at the junction. You can go west, north, south, or east.
We're going to go east.
Okay. So
East.
East is going to put you right here.
Yep.
Okay. To go east, go to 354.
And we're just going to keep going south.
354. You're standing at a bend in the passage where you may either go west or south.
Going south.
All right. To the south, turning to 52. Do you remember the notes you got about the maze?
I do.
What are they?
Not really.
You might be able to make sense of them now. At a room to the north, it said ... jur. And then to the east, right? It said SMPLE.
Yes. Got it.
It's GER, not just GR, by the way.
GER. Got it.
All right. Where you may either go west or south, and you say you're going south, so I'm turning to 52. You're standing at a T-junction where the passage to the east comes off a north-south corridor. You can go south or north or east, and you can check for secret passages either way.
We're going to go south.
All right, we're going to 391. You are at the south end of a north-south corridor. Looking northwards, you can see a passage coming off from the east wall. Do you want to go up to this passage? Check for secret passages as you walk north. To go south, following a bend to the west.
South.
All right, turn to 48.
South, and it bends west.
You are an east-west corridor. If you go east, you will turn a corner northwards. To go this way, turn 391. To go west, turn to 60.
On west.
To go west, turn to 60. You walk along the corridor only to find that the way westwards is blocked by a heavy portcullis. You walk back to where you were. Turn to 48.
Okay. So we got to go to that dead end.
Yep.
All right, go back to the dead end.
Oh man. Okay, I knew I should have left
Speed
my
run it.
finger in it. All right.
I know.
Here we go. Going to 48. I'm just gonna speed run it. You want to go northwards?
Speed run it. Get us back.
391. 391. So we're at the south of northwest. So we want to go northwards. Go to 52. 52. We want to go north. Turn to 354. 354. We're staying in a passage where you may either go west or south. We want to west or south. Where would that put us?
Go west.
West. 308. We're at a crossroads to go to the west. It goes on meters north. It ends at a door.
Yep.
To the east.
Go west.
Okay, so we're going west. Turn to 187. I'm glad you're picking this up. All right, you're standing in the corner of a bend in the passage. It goes to a dead end. To investigate, turn to 171 or go eastwards.
Yep.
So we're going to investigate.
Because I drew a map, man.
All right, you're standing at the north end of a short north passage. You're at a dead end. To investigate the wall, turn to 337. We're going to 337. 337. You find no secret passages, but as you press the walls, you hear a click. You feel a dizzy and slump to the ground. When you come to, the surroundings look strange. Turn to 267.
Uh-oh. Have I been teleported?
That'll make things interesting. All right. You now stand at a crossroads to go north, south, east, or west.
What? This is like a new zone. Am I in a new zone?
I don't know.
I'm going to draw a new zone. This is like a vision scene, you know? All right, we're going to go north.
All right, we're going to 312.
Where's this boss at?
You follow a long, narrow passageway which goes north, then west, then north again, and you eventually find yourself at a crossroads. Turn to 308.
Okay.
You're standing at a crossroads. To the west, the passageway goes on a few meters and turns northwards. To the north,
Oh
the
my
passageway
word.
ends at a door. To the east, the passage continues and eventually turns southward, looking south as far as the eye can see. So now
I keep on going through.
Well, no, now
more
you're
crossroads.
here.
What? Dude, I'm really confused right now.
I think you should have gone north, because I think maybe something
You could-
opened up there. Which way
I
did
did
you
go north. I did go north. I went north.
I'm so confused.
I know.
This is gonna make me want to look up the map, just so I know.
All right.
The Warlock Fire Mountain map. Let's take a look at this bad boy.
Dude, we're pulling the map up. Oh, dude, there's a lot of people have different. Oh, dude, I found a sick map.
Don't cheat. You're cheating. You can't look.
I'm not cheating, dude. I'm not cheating. It's like mirrored. I'm trying to find my way through, man. Hey, we're on the right direction. Okay.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do.
Okay, I got it.
You got it because you cheated. Stop looking.
I'm not cheating. It's late. I'm trying to figure this out.
Okay.
Oh, dude.
So here's what we're gonna do. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
What?
Sick.
What?
I got a key. Dude, I skipped a lot of stuff.
Stop looking, Tom. Stop it.
All right. Okay, I'm not doing anything.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do. So
Okay.
we're gonna slightly cheat.
Go to page 106.
Page
Go to 106.
106.
Go to 106. Yep.
Where are you popping yourself at 106? Oh my gosh, you're going all the way to the Dragon's Cave? Okay, so we're skipping ahead.
Yep.
It's
We're going to
basically
106.
so for anybody who's watching and wants to call us cheaters, basically the maze is kind of confusing. There's 2 secret passageways
confusing.
that jumps over, and it's still rather maze-like. And then you basically go around corridors, and it doesn't look like there's any rooms to explore. It's just corridors, and then
It's
boom,
like-
you get to 106.
Hey,
The passage ahead
it's
runs
fine.
northward for some time. You may rest along the passage to eat provisions. It then bends to the west and begins to get quite narrow. You reach a small rocky arch which you'll have to stoop to get through. On the other side of the arch, you pause and look around. You're in a large cavern which disappears into distant blackness. The cavern is partially lit by natural light which streams through a hole in the roof. You cannot see a way through. As you shine your lantern around, you hear a rumble. A dull glow flickers in the blackness. Suddenly, a jet of fire shoots from the depths of the cavern, narrowly missing you and singeing the mossy growths on the wall. You throw yourself on the ground and look up to see a dragon stalking out of the darkness towards you. Smoke curls from its nostrils. Its scaly red skin glistens with an oily covering. The beast is some 15 meters long. How will you attack the creature? Draw your sword and prepare to attack? Or search your memory for another means of attack?
Ooh, we're going to search my memories for DiMaggio's.
Does the name Faraggio DiMaggio mean anything to you? If not, you must fight the dragon. Turn to 152. If it does, turn to 26.
How amazing is it that I found Faraggio DiMaggio's book?
You remember DiMaggio's small leather-bound book and silently mouth the spell contained within its pages. You shout loudly at the dragon and it stops in its tracks. It cocks its head to one side and eyes you suspiciously. You fling a stone at its head and the rock bounces off its nose. The beast lets out an angry cry and breathes deeply, a roaring sound being created from within its throat. The dragon exhales and from between its teeth you can see another fireball building up. You prepare yourself as the ball of flame comes to its mouth and you cry...
I cry. Kill. Riff. Calm. Riff. DiMaggio.
DiMaggio. The fireball continues no further. With an agonized scream, the dragon tries to shake the flames from its snout, but there the burning continues. Squealing in agony, the dragon turns its back and leaps into the blackness, flailing its head from side to side. Turn to 371.
Yeah, nice.
371. Safe for the moment, you investigate the cavern and find a passageway which continues to the west. Turn to 274. You may rest and eat provisions and gain 3 luck points for defeating the dragon. 274. You leave the cavern along the long, narrow corridor. After several hundred meters, it ends at a large wooden door, which is slightly ajar. Carefully, you ease it open a little further and poke your head around the side to see what is in the room. You see a small old man sitting at the table on his own, playing with a pack of cards. He looks like a quite harmless old soul, gray-haired and bearded. He is seated. What will you do? We did.
You give me options?
Lizzie Bo Busy. Oh, sorry. I'm going to give you options. I was reading chat. Thank you, Lizzie Bo Busy, for calling us cheaters. So
Fine.
You can burst through the door with your sword drawn to surprise the old man. You can knock on the door and enter, greeting the old man courteously, or you can get down on all fours and try to creep into the room unnoticed.
Dude, I'm going to knock on the door and I'm going to walk in.
All right, 356.
I got swagger, dude.
All right. The old man looks at you, accepts your greetings, and bids you sit down. You sit at the table and notice that he is glaring at you. His piercing stare is becoming hypnotic, but you realize this and break eye contact. He opens his mouth to speak, and your amazement, instead of an old man's voice, the whole room resonates with a powerful voice which seems to be coming from the walls themselves. You throw a glance back at the man and can see him changing before your very eyes. He is of imposing height. His tattered old rags have become robes of velvet and gold. His black eyes are fixed directly on yours. He has been expecting you. Turn to 358. We're getting going now. Here he is.
Dude, I know, right?
The battle will call upon all of your reserves of strength and cunning. Your adversary has disappeared and now stands at the far end of the room, in front of a door with 2 locks. How will you approach him? Grip your sword firmly and advance toward him. Look through your pack for a weapon to use. Look around the room for another means of attack or defense.
Oh, I don't have any other weapons.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna look around the room. Wait, whoa. Let me. Oh, no. You know what I have?
What do you have?
I have a silky black glove.
All right, so you're going to look through your pack.
I'm gonna look through my bag.
Hopefully the silky black glove is what you need. We're going to 105. You rummage through your haversack. What is in there? You attempt to use any of the following items if you have them. Potion of invisibility, eye of Cyclops, a piece of cheese, a bow with a silver arrow, or a Y-shaped stick.
We're gonna drink my potion of invisibility.
All right, we're turning to 39.
A piece of cheese.
Your opponent is surprised as you disappear in front of him, but he raises his hands as if to cover his eyes, and he scans the room with an intense glare. He can sense your presence, but cannot make out exactly where you are. You draw your sword and advance. He tilts his head and sniffs the air. You will have to fight him from a distance, as if he gets his hands on you, your invisibility will no longer be an advantage. But whilst you remain invisible, you have the following advantages. You may add 2 to your dice rolls when determining your attack strength. With each successful attack, you will cause him 3 points of damage, as since he cannot see you, he cannot defend himself properly. Each time he inflicts a wound on you, you throw a dice. If the number is odd, he wounds you as normal. If the number is 2 or 4, he only inflicts 1 point of wound. If you roll a 6, you can parry the blow, and he does no damage.
Okay,
all
let's
right,
go.
The battle will begin. Here he goes. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Whoa. I get to add 2. So that's going to be a 20.
All right.
No, that's going to be 21.
And so you will cause him 3 points of damage. Do you want to test your luck to do 2 more?
Oh, yes. My luck is all the way up again, though, too. So I got a 6.
So that's under your luck. So you get 2 more. So 3, 4, 5 damage. Man, that was a big chunk of damage for him. All right. Next attack. So that is going to be 17.
Oh, 16. Oh, but I add +2 because I'm invisible.
Yep. So that
I'm at 18.
Over him, yeah. All right. Do you want to test your luck again?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
7.
Still
I'm good.
Okay, and so you're going to do 5 more. So bringing him down. Man, you're going to make quick work of this. It's going to come down to the keys. All right. He's going to attack again. 9. Ooh. So 20.
A 20. So I have 22. That's 22 then.
So, yep. Are you going to test your luck?
I'm going to test my luck again. 6. I'm good. My luck's down to an 8 now.
He's down to 3 health right now. So you don't even have to
I only got to hit him one time.
You just got to hit him one time.
Good.
So 11, 9, or 18.
Oh, is that cockeyed? Is that 3D dice cockeyed? No. All right, I got like I got like 15.
All right,
something like that.
And he got, what did I say he got?
18.
18. So he hits you. So each time he inflicts a wound on you, throw 1 dice. If it's odd, he wounds you as normal.
Okay, here we go.
It's a 4, so he only does 1 point of damage on you.
Okay, cool. I'm at 18 now.
All right.
Killing it.
Attack again. So
Okay.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
That'll take me up to a 17, 19.
All right. He dies. 396.
Okay. He
The
got
Warlock now
destroyed.
defeated. You know your quest is almost over. You approach the door with 2 locks. There are no keys around. You retrieve 2 keys from your pack and try them in the locks. They turn. You open the door and peer around. Turn to 242. If you have no keys, you may try to break down the door, blah, blah, blah. So you have 2 keys. So turn
I have
to
to.
So turn to 242.
Dude, I got both keys. We skipped a bunch. I skipped so much stuff, and I got both keys.
There's more than just those 2. They all have different numbers, and the numbers matter. The door opens to reveal a small, dimly lit room. The walls are hung with ornate curtains laced in silver and gold. A single flame burns in one corner, throwing light on a low table in the middle of the floor. On this table is a large chest. You step up to investigate the chest, and from all around, yet from nowhere, a mysterious sound fills the room. It sounds like the rumbling of thunder clouds preparing to make storm. As you approach the chest and can see that it is held shut by 3 locks. As you approach, the noise gets louder. You can hack the box with your sword, or you can search your bags to see if you can find keys to fit.
I am going to search my bag.
You only
I have 2 keys.
I think you need 3. Let's check.
All right,
139.
See what it says.
39. During your adventure, you will have come across various keys and should have collected some of these. You may now use 3 of these keys to try and open it. If you do not have 3 numbered keys, this is the end of your journey. You sit on the chest and weep as you realize that you will have to explore the mountain once more in order to find the keys.
Nabbit, man. Finnegan, foolhardy. Too fast.
So
That's all right.
I'm gonna peek at like the way it wants you to go, and based on this, like the optimal way to go, there was a point where I think it's right here where you went west, and the optimal point goes east. And so what happens is you total the value on the 3 keys you have, and then you go to that thing on the book. And if you go there,
Dude.
it knows which keys you have based on the total value of the thing. And so if you get the right number, it is like, you have opened the chest and this is what is inside.
Dude, I had some high keys, dude.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
But you only had 2.
Hey, go ahead and go to 302.
302. Why am I going to 302?
Let's see, because that's what I'm just adding an extra number to my. Let's just say I had key total of 302.
I don't think.
Let's see what happens.
I don't know that that's the right number of key. 198 from there it says go to 198.
Okay, let's do it.
One of the keys turns, but the other 2 will not fit. As you struggle to make them go. So yeah, you would fail again if it was that one.
Really?
Yeah.
So you have to find the right number of keys.
Well, the keys with the right number, yeah.
Dude, that's hard.
It is hard.
There's a lot of I'm looking at this map, right? That's okay though. Like I'm looking at this map, there's like I see 1, 2, 3. There's a lot of keys.
There's 4, a lot of keys. Okay.
5, 6 keys. I only had 2.
Thank you, everybody.
Why would you not give me another one?
I'm trying to
Never
do
mind.
an outro, Tom. Come on now.
Oh, sorry.
Blame chat for giving the wrong directions. Thank you, everybody who came and hung out. I know we went like way later than I thought we were going to go, but I had a lot of fun doing this. Tom, I hope you had fun doing this. If you think this was
that maze.
Yeah, the maze.
That maze at the end.
Well, they have so many more of these books, so maybe we'll pick one without a maze next time.
Pick one without a maze.
Or there's I have a D&D Choose Your Own Adventure as well somewhere. I think Andy gave it to me. But anyway, thanks everybody for sticking around. If you like this, let us know in the chat right now, or if you want to let us know in the comments if you're watching the VOD. If you thought this was worthwhile entertainment, So thank you to Tom. Thank you to the RPG Academy. And as always, from us at the RPG Academy, if you're having fun, you're doing it right.
You're doing it right.
Thanks for watching.